From WDTN, the station that's working for you. This is 2 News at 10 on Dayton CW.
Still ahead at 10, overdose deaths in the United States hit a record high, the troubling trend the CDC is reporting.
And the second day of President Biden touting his trillion-dollar infrastructure law. We'll take you inside his visit to GM in Detroit. First this half hour, the cost of food up more than 5% in October compared to the same month last year. With food costs rising, food pantries in the Miami Valley are noticing a spike in people who need help. 2 News reporter Allison Gens is live in Northridge with the impact inflation is having on families and food pantries.
John Brook, when staff here at With God's Grace Free Grocery Store ask some of their clients why they're in need of help, many of the people right now, especially new families, say that it's because of rising costs at the grocery store. The number of people needing food continues to rise, and that became clear to With God's Grace about a month ago. Executive Director Nicole Adkins says the number of people at their mobile food distributions have doubled, and more people are using the free grocery store.
They before was never had to come to a food pantry, but now with the higher costs, they're having to come to a food pantry to be able to fill the gap of their financial hardship.
The Second Harvest Food Bank in Springfield is seeing it too, also citing a 20% increase in people in need of help from September to October. Executive Director Tyra Jackson says with the average person only getting around $200 a month with SNAP benefits, rising food costs are hurting a family's budget.
The slightest little thing actually makes things even harder. And so we have to prepare and be ready to assist and know that we're going to have additional people.
And inflation is not just affecting the need, it's affecting the giving as well. Adkins says their number of food donations have decreased too.
They actually quit buying the items because it was so much costly. So they actually just say, well, I used to donate $20, I'll just donate it through your website instead.
But even with some of these new challenges, these pantries are determined to help.
That's why we're here. And we want people to use those different resources.
And especially with that increased food need, these food pantries are asking for donations, and they say it doesn't matter how big or small of quantities, anything that they can get will help. Live in Northridge, Allison Gens, 2 News, working for you.
And you can find more information on food banks and Thanksgiving food giveaways on WDTN.com. Just click on As Seen on 2 News.
We're learning new information about a record number of overdose deaths in the U.S. The number of drug overdoses has surpassed 100,000 in a 12-month period. The CDC says this is the first time that number has topped 100,000. Deaths are up 29% from last year. The number is the most staggering in Vermont, where they are seeing a nearly 70% increase.
Into your health, doctors are seeing an increase in strep throat infections. One of the leading spreaders of the virus is kids. To prevent it, doctors say the same approach as you do COVID-19, like wearing masks, social distancing, and washing your hands. If you find yourself with a sore throat, doctors say the biggest red flag is if the pain lasts longer than 5 to 7 days or if combined with a fever.